EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Commanders Field, located near our nation's capital here in Landover, Maryland. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And we are underway from Commanders Field. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
2nd and 7. Eckler now between the tackles. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Looking long for Thomas. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Open man is Duvernay. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know the thought process?
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler, 59 yards. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. That's taken in by Duvernay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. As they've got it as we resume action. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Another tote for Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
It's complete, and it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2, they convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. It's Eckler again. Pushing through the contact. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and getting their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, here's Eckler. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Eckler is in. Touchdown, Washington. No CD. There didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Etienne up the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll run with Etienne. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And they'll go again with Etienne. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. It's deep for Duvernay. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Devin Duvernay, 32 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards there, a big one. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Eckler, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Flushed out right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with an amazing diving catch. And the Commanders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Lawrence's throw is on target to Duvernay. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. It's a throw again is Lawrence. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Devin Duvernay with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's Daniels. Flush to his right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here is Eckler. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Escaping the pressure right. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. On the ground, it's Eckler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
Two in, 2 back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, sleep now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, I got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got too long, no. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I run it up at night. You know I gotta get one life for this. Went through. J. Cole said it's memes and mills, but I'm the king and I just it all. Really wanna wipe me down. I got more patience than a hospital. Sweaty better beef with me than never beef with life's obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned to be toned down. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while on Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey 6'2", dark skin with purpose. Left a voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying Lil Curtis. Yeah. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I run it up at night. You know I only get one life for this.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
But right away, they'll change the look.
Here we go.
Right to the air is Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now Burrow going to change things up.
11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
11, 12.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 36 yards. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Come on, ready? 12.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. 180. 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
In motion, the tight end.
Let's go, defense. Let's get 12.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. And the failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Lawrence. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. Brian Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. And they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks.
For most people, turn is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they work this out past the 25. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
And Chase will go in motion left.
11 MT, 11 MT.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
Now a 2nd and 10.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. I got one. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 29 is Mike 29.
Burrow looking to pass. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And Chase will go in motion left.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On third down, Burrow.
Now Burrow loses the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Lawrence will throw. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. Brian Thomas on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jags continue to pull away here in this first half. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll try and throw for it. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
First down. Here's Burrow. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And Burrow going to change the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. 4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And on the opening kickoff, this will be a touchback. Jackson looking to throw right away. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd and 15. In motion is likely. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. In motion left, Bateman. Throwing is Jackson. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he will have a Ravens first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the option, here's Henry. And this one also slow in developing, as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely, because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His 2nd catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found, and one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. They're for a tight end, some of the best hands in the game.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Clock running, under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Now Lamar changing the look. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else.
Slam, slam, slam.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Aguilar in motion left. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
In motion left, Flowers.
They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And the Jags force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
From back at their own 10-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2nd down and 6 now. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas taking it in. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the 1st quarter. But in the 2nd quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. It's caught. And it's 8-0. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings wins this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Arthur Mallett.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. In motion left, Flowers. 4th down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot.